What's up YouTube? Awesome Yu-Gi-Oh here, and today I come with a Goat Control deck. I actually already have a deck profile on Goats uploaded on this channel, but I've noticed a lot of people in the area where I'm playing and some other locals in at least Europe. I don't know how you guys do it in the USA, but at least here in Europe I've seen a lot of people picking up Goat again, playing the Goat format. Probably because the 6-week format, or yeah, it's about 6 weeks we have now, or leading up to Worlds, there's actually not much going on, and Goat's just fun to play. So I thought I'd do an updated kind of I actually did make some changes, but doing a Goat deck profile again for those of you who actually would like to play in this format, which I believe was April 2005. But a lot of people really like this format because it's a quote-unquote one of the more skilled formats ever. I've noticed that myself. I really like the format just because it's I feel like this is pleasant Yu-Gi-Oh to play. Yeah, I like the one-for-ones, the trying to plus on your opponent. I really like to play with this deck against some friends, and also yeah, I'll show you what I play right now. So we have the one Blackluster Soldier, the Envoy of the Beginning. You play a decent amount of Darks and Lights, and you actually have some discard Vader in this deck as well. BLS is going to be live quite easily. And of course, it's just a really good card for this format. The Banishing and putting in 3000 twice, because he can attack twice if you attack a monster. It's just really good. Then I play a Jinzo, simply unlucky. Jinzo, I don't think I played this deck in the beginning, but he can just really lock out your opponent. If you've seen some cards your opponent's playing, you can drop a Jinzo. This can really lock out your opponent of the game, making him too drawn out, not having an out on the field. So one Jinzo and the one Air Knight Parsheth, just really good against the Scapegoat tokens mostly, being able to draw a card anytime you inflict battle damage, and he pierces, so that's going to be every time you attack a Scapegoat token at least, and of course there's some other times as well. These are the only really high level cards you play in the extra deck, or at least I play, because Tribute Summoning, at least for those two, isn't the greatest thing, but I feel like the two of those you can make this work. Then one Breaker the Magical Warrior. It was at 1, of course, at this point in the game. Really good normal summon. If you're going second, your opponent is going to set at least one back row most of the time. It could be a Torrential Tribute, maybe a Boneless Strapple, a Mirror Force, a Sakuretsu Armor, whatever, or just trying to bait out the Scapegoat. With the token you can get blowing up a back row. Really good. Or just if they open with a set MST or Dust Tornado, drop your token and destroy the MST Dust Tornado, and it's a -1 for them. So one Breaker Magical Warrior. Then my personal favorite, probably Exerion. I absolutely love this card. So much games in which my opponent prematurely flips a Scapegoat, and you can just drop your Exerion, or set it most of the time, because it's 1800 by 1900 defense, nothing to laugh at, and just start poking away at those Scapegoats, dealing 1400 damage each and every time. It's really good. That's probably one I don't believe a lot of people were actually playing this during the Goat format, but I absolutely love this card at 1 in the deck. Then of course you have Tribe Invecting Fires, which is pretty insane against the Goats. Really easy out against Thousand Eyes Restrict as well. Great card. Then we have the 2 Magician of Faith. This of course to recycle all of your let's say broken spell cards. Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, Metamorphosis, whatever. Being able to flip her down with Tsukiyomi to get another spell card from your deck. Just really insane. But you need to play these carefully. You can't just set them first turn or something. Because Nobunaga Man of Crossout is a thing, of course. Yeah, but this can give you unfair advantage if played correctly. 2 Magician of Faith. Then we have the 1 Sinister Serpent. I do play some discard outlets. Of course, you have Tribe Infecting Virus, Graceful Charity, and I actually play 1 auto trap. I'm going to show you as the last card in this deck profile to keep it exciting. But Sinister Serpent, you can actually just set him if you don't have any other defenses. It gets destroyed, and during your standby phase you can add back to your hand and set it again if you really don't have anything to get going. But this just really helps containing advantage in a game. Then we have the Zangan. Search out, I think, about half, if not more, of your monster lineups, monster cards. So Zangan really good. Has some good synergy as well with Call of the Haunted, Torrential Tribute. Another great card to play is Spirit Reaper, one of your best first turn sets possibilities. Just this is a really good wall. There aren't that many outs in this deck to a phase or a defense position Spirit Reaper, and of course if the time is right you can put him in attack position and just poke away at your opponent's life points, discarding cards from their hand. And if you don't hit a Sinister Serpent, that's going to be really good. So Tsukuyomi already talked about her a little bit before with Magician of Faith. This is an instant out against an opposing breaker, because that's only has 1,000 defense. It's an instant out against 1,000 dice restrict. You can flip your own flip effect monsters back face down. Either it be Magician of Faith, or some people actually play Gravekeeper Spy. I don't really like Gravekeeper Spy in this because it is a good wall, 2,000 defense, nothing to laugh at in this format, but it doesn't really do anything for you. So I don't play Gravekeeper Spy, but if you were to play Gravekeeper Spy, you can flip back your Gravekeeper Spy and special summon out a Gravekeeper Guard after you first special summon out another Gravekeeper Spy, for example. Just one of the most generic cards in this format. Really helped a lot against some problems you could be facing. Then the 1 Asura Priest, absolutely love this card, mostly for the an instant out against the Scapegoat. Just summon him, destroy all the tokens, get him back to your hand, let your opponent deal with it. Then we have a DD Warrior Lady, once again an out against 1,000 dice restrict if he were to attack in her, an out against Blackluster Soldier if your opponent leaves that on the field, or even is foolish enough to attack her when face down, because he's not going to attack her when he sees face up, then he's just going to banish it. But if your opponent were to be foolish enough to attack this, if you set it or if you have it set, just once again one of those cards that's an out against a lot of problems you could be facing. Same counts for DD Assailant as well. Only with him he actually needs to be destroyed, so this is mostly a card you're going to be crashing yourself, because he wouldn't be an out against 1,000 dice restrict if he has any less than 1,700 attack. But yeah, that's the monster lineup. So this is all kind of standard. You just have your power cards and then the outs against the power cards, because your opponent of course is playing all these cards as well, or at least a good percentage of those cards. So that's it for the monsters. Then the spells, I play 2 Metamorphosis. Yeah, that's just that's how I pronounce it. I was playing 3 in my first profile, but 2 actually does the trick pretty good. Third one could be dead sometimes, and 2 you just see it enough because you don't want to prematurely drop a 1,000 dice restrict, or because that's pretty much most of the time the only thing you're actually going to use from your extra deck here. Do run some other fusions for the other levels you are running. But Metamorphosis, of course, mostly for 1,000 dice restrict, and 2 is actually fine, especially since you could actually recycle it with Magician of Faith. You could Metamorphosis, then set a Magician of Faith. If Magician of Faith gets flipped up, you can get Metamorphosis back, and of course Magician of Faith is a level 1, so then you could Metamorphosis Magician of Faith 4 and 1,000 dice restrict. So 2 I feel like 2 is fine. Then I do play triple Scapegoat. The main card of this deck, Goat Control, Scapegoats. I do kind of feel like 2 is enough of Scapegoat as well. I have had situations in which I had a dead Scapegoat, but and of course with Exarion and Azura Priest, yeah, and Iron Knight Parashath, this could actually be a card that you don't actually want to have at times, but outside of those times, Scapegoat's just so good. I absolutely love this card in the GOAT format, so I decided just to keep running it at 3. Then the 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, because it was at 1, and I think it's a good card for this, even this format, being able to hit those Mirror Forces, Sakurato Armor, so 1 MST. Then I play 1 Source of Revealing Light, something you're also not going to see that often, but there aren't actually that many outs to this. You have your Dust Tornado or MST, and not everyone is playing both of those, and of course Heavy Storm, but yeah, Heavy Storm is going to be an annoyance anyway. This is also good to be able to, if your opponent is foolish enough to actually set a Magician of Faith first turn because they have like Scapegoat they want to activate or something, or maybe an MST they have set. Source of Revealing Light is going to bait that out because they can't have their Magician of Faith flip on the Source of Revealing Light at that point because they wouldn't have anything in grave yet. So yeah, just revealing some of your opponent's set monsters, I really like that part, gets you some knowledge, and the not being able to attack for 3 turns actually helps out quite a bit as well. So I played the 1 Source of Revealing Light, then the 2 Noblemen of crossed out because Spirit Reaper is annoying, the Warrior Lady set is annoying, Magician of Faith is annoying. Just too much cards that you really don't want to get face up on the field or want to attack in, so Nobleman of Cross is so good for that. And of course against, let's say, the Magician of Faith, you get the secondary effect that your opponent, and you as well by the way, banish all copies of that card in your deck as well. So you can actually, if you had a Magician of Faith, get rid of both the Magician of Faith your opponent has, giving you a bit more knowledge. You're not going to be attacking into any set Magician of Faiths again. And if your opponent were not to have any in his deck, everyone's playing 2 Magician of Faith, you know he has another Magician of Faith in hand, so that should also give you some knowledge, and knowledge is power in you. Yeah, don't get that ever mixed up. So 2 Noblemen of Crossed Out, really good. Then the 2 Book of Moon. This Book of Moon is absolutely insane in the GOAT format. Absolutely love this card. Most versatile card in the game. Maybe even till this day right now. I see, like, I have this is an American one, by the way. American Book of Moon, ultra rare, and a German. So European. You can actually really see the color difference. I'm just noting this right now. But yeah, so if anyone ever was wondering what's the actual difference between American and European cards, the European cards are a bit fuller of color. But yeah, like I said, Book of Moon, being able to flip your Magician of Faith back, being able to stop, let's say stop, Thousand Dodge Restrict, being able to hold off, BLS, whatever, all those kinds of cards. Just too good. Then we have some of the quote-unquote broken spell cards. You have your Snatch Steel, and out against pretty much everything. You have your Premature Burial, Monster Reborn, but with the 800. That's something not really related, but I don't get why Monster Reborn has ever been legal in a format that Premature Burial is banned. I don't see how that works, but that's beside the points. Premature Burial, Delinquent Duo, it's so nice if you're going first. You can actually activate a Delinquent Duo, set your Magician of Faith, and your opponent not having any outs against Magician of Faith, flip your Magician of Faith and activate Delinquent Duo again. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things in this world, in my opinion. Delinquent Duo, this is a crazy card. Heavy Storm, of course. Graceful Charity for some draw power, and if you are lucky enough to actually have the Sinister Serpent, you're not even really going to, yeah, you're just going to get 3 pluses, because normally it's going to be a 3 for 3, you activate Graceful Charity, draw 3 cards, that's +2, and then you need to discard 2, so that's just breaking even. But if you're going to discard Sinister Serpent, +1, and of course Pot of Greed is just +1 as well, always. So that's it for the spells. Really nice spell lineup. Then for some traps I play Dust Tornado, just mostly to have a second MST. Call of the Haunted, good card. Can bring back like Sangan if your opponent were to blind MC this or blind dust this, and it's just yeah, it's a good versatile card. Sakuretsu Armor, one of the attack stoppers along with Mirror Force. Then you have your Ring of Destruction, really good. Once again, one of those easy outs against Thousand Eyes Restrict. And if you were to be in a bad position, this can actually force a draw. So yeah, it's just absolutely no reason not to play Ring of Destruction in Goat format. Torrential Tribute. I don't play Bottomless Trap Hole in the main, because mostly it doesn't hit that many cards in this deck. And then the last, I'm going to get rid of this, the last trap I was talking about, Spell Shield Type A. Wasn't running this, tested it out, and I absolutely love this in the Goat Control format, because everything's going to be a mirror match. This just stops some of the really OP traps, or not traps, spells, like Heavy Storm, Metamorphosis, etc., Snatch Steal, Nobleman of Crossout, Snatch Steal. And for cards like Heavy Storm, you actually would need to discard a card, which isn't going to be that much of a problem, because otherwise you, of course that would be a -1, but unless you're discarding Sinister Serpent, but then just too good in Yu-Gi-Oh! But the payoff, because if you were to be, let's say, Snatch Steal, that would actually be, you probably would be in a worse position than just to discard the one card. And Snatch Steal, you wouldn't even have to discard the card, because Snatch Steal does target a monster. But let's say Heavy Storm. So if you have 2 or maybe even 3 sets, and your opponent has none sets, and or let's say your opponent has 1 set and that was Heavy Storm, Pro set Heavy Storm, right? He flips the Heavy Storm. Instead of going -2, you're going -1 if you activate Spell Shield and just discard 1 card. So I absolutely love this card, because it's a counter against all those traps, which I just said were absolutely broken, most of them at least. So yeah, I really love rocking this card in, and it catches people off guard, because not that many people actually play this card back in the Goat format, at least not that I know of. So that's it for the main deck, 40 cards of course. Then for the extra, you have your triple Thousand Eyes Restrict. Only play 2 Metamorphosis, but like I said, you can recycle this, so you could actually make 3000 Eyes Restrict. Hasn't happened to me, I want to say ever. But yeah, this you don't even play 15 cards, or I don't, so you have the room. Flame Ghost, just for your level 3, Metamorphosis in Sangan. I am playing a level 4 as well, it's Dark Fire Dragon, but I couldn't find it. I'm pretty sure it's in my zombie deck for instant fusion. But your level 4 would be Dark Fire Dragon, or Dark Flare Dragon, I don't, yeah, Dark Flare I believe, Dark Flare Dragon. Then you have your level 5 Reaper of the Nightmare, Dark Bolter the Terrible, twice. Which actually, of course, you could make him twice. Air Knight Parshev is a level 5. You can Metamorphosis Air Knight, Call of the Haunted Air Knight back. So, and this is actually one of the better fusions for the extra deck. Ojama King for Jinzo target. Same counts for these 2 Dark Blade Dragon Knights, the level 6 targets, and Ryu Senji. And then you have the Last Warrior from Another Planet, and last but definitely not least, Gatlet Dragon. Sorry, focus. This is your level 8, so what you could do is special on BLS, banish something, Metamorphosis BLS, and Gatling Dragon, and just destroy your opponent. So that's the extra deck. You could actually add some other cards, but it's just, honestly, these are the only relevant ones. So that's the deck. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of Goat. Are you playing it right now as well, for the time being? And yeah, I hope this profile helped you with playing the deck, and I'll see you guys with another video. I have to work quite a bit this week, so I might actually not have a video this week anymore. Next week I will try to get 1 or 2 videos on some, I think, artifacts, decks, but maybe Monarch or something. And after that I'll be on my way to Worlds. I'm going on a vacation in Italy, and I'm going to be at Worlds as well, Rimini. So I think 10 days in total I'll be gone, so I won't be having any videos for then, but that's in like 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah. This is it for now, and I'll see you guys with the next video. Bye!